You got this, all right? You pray to Celia Cruz, Gloria Estefan, El Chapo, Selena, Walter Mercado. You got this. Todo grito, todo grito. Whatever. Let's go. In 3, 2.
Is that you pumping yourself up? Is that what's happening here?
Yeah.
You're like, "Ah, you got
Yes.
this.
You got this.
This is
The
Raymond.
energy is coming from all those people inside you.
This is Raymond, Abel. Raymond, you're a writer, actor from Corpus Christi. You work in LA, one-man comedy show, Latini-DUH.
Latini-DUH.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah, so it's a take on the Latini-DUH. You know
Yeah.
how we all represent
Yes.
all the cultures of Latini-DUH. We're not a monolith. So that's what this show's about. It's about the lack of representation and misrepresentation in Hollywood. So through my own personal journey and through stories throughout Hollywood of being in LA, this is kind of what I created. And so we are going to LA for the Hollywood Fringe in the end of June. So really wanted to try out some material here in Corpus. Corpito's my hometown.
Yes.
And try to get some friends and family in House of Rock.
Absolutely.
So talk to us about what you have found out, since being out there in LA, what your thoughts were before getting there, and then as you were there, what did you discover as far as Latinos being represented?
Yeah. So as far as Latinos represented, we see the spotlight of Edward James Olmos, Andy Garcia, John Leguizamo, and those
Sure.
folks. But we're severely misrepresented and underrepresented. We represent less than 5% of folks of on-screen, off-screen, and executive leadership roles. So it's not easy for us. It's a struggle, and there's such a small, tight-knit Latino community in Hollywood, and you just kind of lean on each other, and they get you through.
And yet it's something that has been ongoing for decades, for generations. I mean, we had our icons. We had Ricardo Montalban. We had, there's so many others that, and Ricardo's the one that comes up to mind because I had a pleasure meeting him. But the point is that there's so many others out there that have basically just been kind of pushed over to one side. I mean, Cheech Marin, who gets his share of the attention, but there's so many others that are out there, yet we are so underrepresented.
Yeah.
What do you attribute that to?
There's several different factors I believe that attribute it to. I don't know what the formula is, to remedy that. We have such a big buying power, and I feel like advertising has found how to market to Latinos, but Hollywood has not figured out how to get us into the conversation and market to us as well. And so I don't know. I don't know what the answer is, and hopefully we find it soon.
Because it's got to be many things. It's a caveat of so many different elements to make it work. So they have to, Hollywood's not going to do it unless they see dollar signs.
Correct, yeah.
And those dollar signs are important. We have to hand it out to people like Jimmy Kimmel, who has embraced the Hispanic community, has friends that are members of the band, who has, of course, his sidekick, who does Guillermo's there. I mean that's a representation of how Hollywood can embrace this, but that's one element, one part of it. There's so many other ways. I mean, leading roles. When was the last time we had a leading role actor in a major motion picture?
And a box office hit, right?
Yeah.
We
Even in a box office hit, even in major film, I find that a lot of the times the characters that are supposed to be Hispanic, played by Hispanic, are not being played by a Hispanic actor. It'll be a non-Latino actor.
Yeah.
So now that we're at this point, you come to Corpus Christi, back to your Corpitos, back to your hometown, and we want to show support. We want to get in there to watch you for one thing, but support you and in your effort in getting the message out. So how can we do that?
I'm doing a show at the House of Rock on May 31st. Doors open at 7:30, shows at 8. So that would be the great way. I'm always looking for feedback and information, doing this show and presenting, a comedic, heightened version of Hollywood. So I would love to hear how people respond to it before we go to LA and put it in front of, the Latino community out there.
We want to sell it out.
Absolutely. You don't have to speak Spanish.
Nope.
Everybody's included, but do you bring your audience, and do you bring it as far as are they able to be a part of the show in some ways?
Yeah, so it's an all-inclusive show. I try to, it's for Latinos, it's about Latinos, but I definitely wanted to make it inclusive. And being from South Texas, we have a lot of people across the board who understand the Spanglish jokes. And so that's what I wanted to incorporate, that it's definitely a Spanglish show it's for Latinos, but everyone can enjoy it. And those jokes hit for everybody.
Oh, awesome. Again, it's
Hopefully.
happening May 31st at 7 p.m. at the House of Rock. You can buy your tickets early.
You can buy tickets early.
You can buy them at the door.
At the door.
This is one of Corpus Christi's favorite things to do is buying day of at the door. We know that happens.
Absolutely. We wait till the last minute. That's just our thing. And I don't think that's ever going to change.
It would make me feel a lot better if they bought them before. But
It is Latini-DUH. Latini-DUH.
We'll be there. We'll be there.
Absolutely. Latini-DUH, the Upside Down, Latinoverse, and of course, Raymond Abel, your Corpus Christi's own, is here to bring it to you first before he takes it to LA.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for doing that. We
Thank you
wish
for
you all the
having
very
me.
best. Don't stop. You need to be multiplied, you know, a millionfold to get the word out there. And we appreciate what you're doing.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You're
Thanks a lot.
beloved and you're appreciated here in your hometown.
Absolutely.
Hope
You know that you always have the support of Domingo Live and Channel 3.
Very good. Excellent. And we've got a little clip, do we? Do we
Do
have
we?
a clip?
I want to see.
Do we have a clip that we're going to do? We've got
I
our
don't
guys
know.
here. We've got.
I
We've got.
think I'm doing.
You're doing.
Yeah, I'm doing something.
You're
yeah.
doing
you're
something.
doing-
So go on up there, get ready. This is
You're like,
just a
wait a
little
minute,
taste. A little taste. Yeah, a little taste of Raymond Abel right here with Latini-DUH.
Latinoverse.
I'm Juno Santiago Garcia. I'm the hottest producer in Latinoverse, but you can call me Juno. I am Latino, but I don't speak a word of Spanish. But does that make me less of a Latino? Nombre. You know, my family speaks Spanish and my grandparents speak Spanish, but I don't. You know, there was this one time my abuela, that's grandma, was babysitting me. I was 10 years old, and she started choking on her dentures. So I had to call the paramedics. They came over and they asked me to translate, and I said, abuela, you are going to dedita. She was choking on her dentures. She survived, it's okay. She was changing colors. Speaking of changing colors, people of color are so hot right now, right? Especially Latinos. I love that if I bring Latinos into audition, then I'm diversifying the project, you know? You know what really tickles my tamale? Is when I bring a bunch of Spanish speakers to audition and they're auditioning in Spanish and they're like, because I don't know what the hell they're saying, you know? It's donut, ecstasy, and biblioteca. I love giving back to the Latino gente, you know? I love giving to the Latino community. That's why I'm creating organizations that will advocate for more Latino representation in entertainment. The first organization I'm creating is the Association of Chicanos on Screen, or TACOS. I believe that we need to hold our producers and business partners accountable. That's why I'm creating the Producers Union that aims to make accessibility, diverse representation, and equality in entertainment essential, or Puta Madre. I'm also creating a studio that will advocate for more Latinos. It's named after my grandfather, the Carlos Alejandro Cinema Action Studio, or CACAS. Yeah. Oh, listen, look at the time. I'm late for puppies and Pilates. Listen, have fun around the Latinoverse. Ciao, Bella.